Real come away with a victory at home with star boy Kylian Mbappe out for today's match, but that didn't stop Real Madrid with a last-minute goal by Valverde, which keeps Real Madrid's title hopes alive. Real Madrid got very lucky with this match, coming away with a victory with an amazing goal by Valverde. And the first half just didn't look well for Real Madrid. For me personally, I didn't watch quite as much as the match. It was Easter, so always hopping in and out with that match. I did catch to manage. I did manage to watch the second half, and what I saw was Vini played like how he originally has played last year. Vini looked way more comfortable. Vini performed. For me, it's probably his best match in 2025. He was just a different player. I haven't seen that Vinicius Jr. in a while now. It's a shame, people hate on Vinny, saying, his Ballon d'Or year was overrated, this and that. But man, if you watch Vinny, his stats don't show what he did last year for Real Madrid. And it's a shame that, after the whole Ballon d'Or controversy, for me, I didn't have him winning, I had Bellingham. But even after that, he said he's going to do 10 times more, and just to see him fall out of form because of that, it's sad, see a Real Madrid fan. I was there when Vinicius Jr. was rumored to join Real Madrid from Flamengo, and I was like, this kid looks really good, and he joined, and quote unquote he was a flop, but I still had faith in him. He was just one of those players that if you just work well with, and if put him in the right position, he will excel, and that's what he did for Real Madrid. He won them 2 Champions League, so I'm really happy to see Vinicius Jr. perform that way. He did get a goal. It was offside. Beautiful goal, by the way. But, amazing to see Vinicius Jr. back to where he's belonging. And that comes with another situation is Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe going to work together in the future? Do you have to drop one player or another? And it's been like that for a while now. When it's either or. It's going to have to be Vinny Rodrygo or Mbappe Rodrygo. I don't think it can be Vinny and Mbappe, because unless you put Mbappe on the right wing or something like that and get a number 9, or even have Jude as a false 9, I just don't think it would work with Vinny and Mbappe in the same team. I really don't. And who knows? I could be wrong. I said that Real Madrid, in January, I said, they can probably get back in form, and Vinicius and Mbappe will play well together. And it hasn't looked like that at all, really. I remember the match against Las Palmas. That was, I think, Madrid's last good game that they had. Maybe if you want to say Manchester City, but besides that, Real Madrid have not looked good at all this year. And I remember the Las Palmas match. I think Vinny had a red, or he was injured, and they had Rodrygo on the left, and Mbappe, and that match just had me on my toes. I was really happy with what I saw from Real Madrid in that match a few months ago, and it just shows that those 3 players can't start at the exact same time. They just can't. They really can't. Unless, who knows, if they bring in a new coach, Xabi Alonso, maybe tries to fit in the role, new formation, tactics, whatever. But at the moment, if Real Madrid want to win the Copa del Rey, it sucks to say, but I think they would need to drop one of them. And I think the one to drop, I could see Mbappe being on the bench just because he had an injury and he had a red card, so he hasn't been playing. So I 100% can see a lineup with Bellingham as false 9, Rodrygo and Vinny that match to start off, and maybe have second half sub off Vinny for Mbappe, or drop Jude back and sub midfield there, whoever they have, maybe a Camavinga or whatever, a Modric. But yeah, title race is really close now, so it's really not the time to make changes, But we'll see what happens. It's a shame that how do I say this here? It sucks that Real Madrid is just in the position that they are today. And for me, I say I think every time in a Madrid video, Carlos Ancelotti is the problem. I've said it for a while now. Doesn't use bench, doesn't use academy, doesn't prepare these players to be in a position where they are, where they should. If a situation where a player gets injured, they should be able to retake the role, and they can't. He instead plays players out of positions, and players get injured, no rotation, blah blah blah. So many tactics, so many things, and it's rumored that Carlos Ancelotti will be out after the Copa del Rey final. We'll see what happens. I think they should just at least keep him. He is a Madrid legend. He has done so much for the team. Won how many? What, 3 Champions Leagues, uh, 2 league titles, and it's just he's just not the right man for the job for me. People say Jurgen Klopp. I've been saying I wanted Jurgen Klopp in Madrid for years now. I really love the way how you play. Just an iconic, amazing coach. But I think Madrid needs something new. I think Madrid needs something where Xabi Alonso can bring into the team, and a new formation. Like here, you kind of see the Liga team, the week of 3 in the back, wing backs. I think Madrid. People disagree with me. They say Madrid is not that type of team to play like that. Okay, change it. Not everything has to be by agenda. Just because something says this because it can't happen doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. If someone's gonna change it, it's gonna be him. And I think Real Madrid could excel from a different formation, different tactics, and I think Xabi Alonso is the man for that. Madrid legend, coached academy, did amazing things at Leverkusen for 3 years. I'll take him at Madrid happily, and it's a shame that this could be Ancelotti's final year. I wanted him out last year. They lost 1 game in La Liga. They won the Champions League. They won La Liga. I wanted him out still. I hated the way Real Madrid played. I said, I don't care. I love Madrid. Like, I celebrate every goal. I love the team, bottom of my heart. But I hate watching Real Madrid play in that type of play style. And then bringing Mbappe in just did not solve that problem. And it was never gonna solve that problem with Real Madrid. The way they play, 100% was gonna make it worse. And people would glaze Mbappe coming in, and I always knew that of course you're gonna think that Real Madrid are gonna play well, but of course they just completely look different because they're not the attacking option is just completely just different. Well, but wow, I thought it was gonna be a tricky match. It was a tricky match for Real Madrid. You know, a lot of star players didn't. The Williams brothers didn't start that match. So sure, if you want to say it was a low-rated Bilbao side, you can. They are fighting for Champions League spot. You know, they're pretty safe 6 points with a couple games left. You know, because the top 5 of La Liga is now going to Champions League. Now it's not just top 4. So that's actually really, really good to see. Same with Premier League. I think there's a bunch of teams that are performing really well and deserve a shot to compete in Europe, and that just really helps with that. And 6-7 gets Europa League. So I think that's pretty good for, you know, European giants teams like in the Premier League and La Liga to show. But yeah, it's honestly what much I gotta say about the Real Madrid match. I didn't watch a lot of the match, so I didn't really have much analysis. I didn't write anything. I didn't write notes or anything. It was Easter, so. But that's pretty much my thoughts of Real Madrid. I know Vini played amazing for Valverde. You know, scored an absolute banger. I watched it live. I was screaming, but it's just small things around Madrid. It's not even small things, just big things. And, you know, coach issues is just a huge thing. And I want to see Real Madrid perform well. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.